Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today I want to talk to you guys about 3 altcoins that I want to put on your radar. Now, I think all these coins have major potential. As you know, as always, this is not financial advice. I'm just going to point out what I like about these coins, and you can go ahead and do your own research and make sure you definitely think twice and 3 times before you throw your hard-earned cash into any of these investments. Cryptocurrency is risky and blah 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 blah. So I want to talk about 3 coins today. One of them I talk about on this channel all the time. I am very bullish on. I've been holding for a while, so I'll let you in on that. And there's another coin that, hey, if you're outside the US, you can't get it. But I mean, if you're inside the US, you can't get it. Sorry. But if you're outside the US, then you have an opportunity to pick up this coin that I think could have some pretty nice potential going forward in the future. And if you are in the US, then there's a hedge against not being able to get it. And there's one coin that is not even out yet, and I want to just bring it to your attention because I think that it might be a nice opportunity for when it does launch, because they have a private sale coming soon. So if you're excited about that, like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, share the video, let everybody know this is the chillest community in crypto. If you want to join the Telegram group, the link's in the description for that. So getting right into it right now, Bitcoin is at around 45, sitting around 40,500. Where's my chart? Here's my Bitcoin chart right here. So nice, we broke out of this little falling channel right here, and what I want to see is that we come back and retest it to make sure this thing is what's really going on right here, and then we continue up. Would be nice to see, of course. So this retest right here, if the price bounces off of this yellow line right here going down, that's going to be the prime time to pick up yourself some Bitcoin, or for me to pick up myself some Bitcoin. That'll be the prime time right there, because this white line of resistance that we are at right here, that we've been at for the last 2 days, is holding up pretty strong. And if this line holds up pretty strong, then we can go ahead and mute this, and we can go ahead and mute that, and then we'll just go ahead and keep saying, hey, it's gonna keep doing what it's been doing until it doesn't do it anymore. And what's cool is I want to see the coins go sideways like this, because this will create a nice bottom. Now what we want to do is try to create as much sideways action right in here like we did over here, but we want to solidify like this bottom and make it tough to actually want to sell below that. That's all we want to do with the psychology right there. We just want to make it tough to want to sell below these levels, so that when we go up, you know, that could be a nice support right there. Right now we're still above this white support line right here, and if we fall down, I'm thinking that that's where we'll fall down to. Going into the weekly chart, well, there's not really much to explain right there. Look, it could go down, and you know, like I said, it got to hold up this line right here, because if not, hey, it might go all the way back down to 19, and that would be really ugly. Looking at the total right here, sitting above this ribbon, which is wonderful and great, but overall on the daily, hey, going back and forth in this box that I put on this chart before. The cool thing is that now we're trying to break through this resistance right here, and if we do, then we can maybe break out of this box. The cool thing is keeping this major support intact. Having a bunch of sideways trading there before we get through this was a nice thing to see happen for a couple days. Total 2, pretty much the same dang thing. Now I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the dot chart, because I am in a swing trade on dot, and on dot. One of the reasons being that, hey, look, price is going kind of straight right here, but we have this thing kind of pointing nice, and whoa, this thing kind of pointing nice and up in that direction. So that to me, it looks like there could be some type of bullish divergence, and hopefully we can get bullish on DOT and break through this 34 moving average. Once we break through this 34 moving average, I'll be even more bullish on DOT. Got in around 19 bucks, and I was thinking, hey, we're having resistance right here, so I might go ahead and sell a little bit of my position and try to pick up some lower and get a little bit risky with it, because that's just how I feel sometimes, and try to pick up some lower. But hey, price is moving up. Hopefully we can break through this 34. I'm pretty sure it all depends on what the rest of these coins are going to do in this market. So the first coin that I want to talk to you guys about, I've been talking about these parachains and this Kusama stuff going on with the parachain auctions, and everybody wants to be a parachain on Polkadot. And the easiest way to try to become a parachain on Polkadot is to first be a wonderful parachain on Kusama, because Kusama is the canary net of Polkadot. And that is why you see that a lot of these coins are trying to go ahead and get you to join their crowd loan. And that's why I wanted to bring to your attention right now Moonbeam. The Moonbeam Foundation has the Moon River crowd loan going on right now. They raised 81,000 Kusama already, and 30% of the network's tokens will be distributed to the people that sent these tokens. Now, when I try to contribute, it says, sorry, you're from the US, and the US doesn't like to let people make money that easy, so go ahead and try again. So if you're outside of the US, have at it. This is not financial advice. Do your research. But hey, a lot of these tokens are having their crowd loans. That's just something to look into. If you are inside the US, Kusama is available at some places in the US, and these tokens are getting locked. So this is demand being created from these tokens being locked. The more of the supply that's locked into these loans, and the more of these loans that people, these crowd loans that people want to get into, the more Kusama that they're going to be, supply and demand. So that's the first one that I wanted to bring to your attention. Moonbeam Foundation is where you can find it if you're outside the US. The next token that I want to talk about, I talk about on this channel all the time, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, and that is Constellation, the DAG token. So right now the market cap is at $100 million. And why do I think it is undervalued? Well, for one, the all-time high is 10 cents, and right now it's at 4 cents, so that is already undervalued. But go ahead and check out my videos about Constellation. It's an open source platform. They're working with a whole bunch of people, and today I just wanted to bring to your attention that I was reading this article, and they were talking about how right here Constellation is convinced that they have a solution for open source for big data. But earlier this year, the network worked with Ford and GM to develop a common standard for communication for autonomous vehicles in the future. Now, this is pretty dope to see that they actually worked with Ford and GM. Now, I knew that they were working on this, but I didn't know that they were connected with some of the biggest automakers in the world. I knew that they're connected to the US Air Force and some of the other DoD partners and stuff like that, but Ford and GM are in on it, so that's pretty dope. So Constellation, in my opinion, I have this one as a long-term investment. This is in my long-term portfolio for sure, and that's just what I do. So you go ahead and if you like it, go ahead and look into the Constellation token. I made plenty of videos about it before. Now, the last coin that I want to talk about, I'm not going to talk about it yet, and don't worry, you don't have to worry because it's not even out yet. First, I want to talk about the Omi Chart. This is what I hope Omi's doing right here, and that's pretty much all I'm going to say. I'm hoping that it bottomed out. I'm hoping that a lot of these coins bottomed out. I can see the same type of divergence I seen on the DOT chart, where it looks like the momentum is heading up. The price is still heading down and still below some of these the moving averages that I like to watch. But I'm right here on the daily chart hoping that by I'm not going to say when, but I'm hoping that this is what's going on the Omi chart right here. Now, the last token that I want to talk about is Beware Labs, decentralized infrastructure for everyone. Beware provides an interface between blockchain APIs, consumers, nodes, providers, blah 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 blah. Decentralized APIs. This is dope. We need oracles for blockchains to work. We need blockchains for blockchains to work. We need consensus for blockchains to work. We need staking for a lot of blockchains to work. That's consensus. And we need APIs for blockchains to work. And decentralized APIs is pretty much where it's at, and this token is not released yet. But why do I like this one? Well, first and foremost, if you don't know what APIs are, is basically what allows things to be connected. It's what allows things to talk to each other. Like, I send you a message, the API is a thing in the phone that makes sure the message gets there, or whatever. Go ahead and watch a video about APIs. It's a good thing for you to learn this stuff and, you know, up your knowledge to help you find better investments on stuff like that. But if you know what APIs are, then you know how much they're needed, and decentralized one would be pretty tight. Now, what's cool is these are the tokenomics. They have a public sale coming soon. The public sale is not out yet, but after the initial liquidity is added, the private sale investors are going to have 31%. Public sale investors will have 22%, and then the DEX liquidity will be 44%, and then a little measly 2% for the advisors and stuff like that. So looking at the team now, I was pretty interested in the team because a lot of the team was from Anchor, and I just talked about Anchor a second ago, and I've actually seen on their Twitter that Anchor is actually an investor in the Beware Labs, you know, decentralized APIs. Now, what I thought was pretty interesting about this one was they are already working with a lot of the crypto blockchains and stuff like that we already know. Avalanche is just scrolling through here. Moonbeam, just talked about them. Secrets Network, going down even further, we can just keep on seeing. They have a lot of nice investments from some VCs that are pretty well known in the crypto space. These are some names that I see before on a lot of different projects and stuff like that. So that's nice to see. Elron is another one that I thought was pretty cool. Elron is pretty big. So basically they're just working with a lot of people. The graph, so Polygon. So take a look at Beware Labs, do your own research to see if the BWR, some type of token that you'll be into, is definitely something that I'm interested in. Everybody has a different type of investing type. Some people like NFTs, some people like DEXs, some people like, you know, there's all type of different investment types in crypto. And yeah, the infrastructure for me is just one of the ones that's gonna be around, because it's like, yo, I want to invest into what makes things work. When everybody's using it, those things in the background is going to be what is creating all that value, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think about these tokens: Constellation, Beware Labs, Moonbeam, or KSM if you're in the US. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe, turn on post notifications. Till next time, peace.